Hello, I'm John Burns. Thank you for watching the Westminster Canterbury Richmond construction update for May. A lot's happened on the Vibrancy project in the past month, and I'm excited to share some of the highlights with you. First, the tower crane is gone, which means that the exterior facade on the Vitality apartment building is nearly complete, with all the brick installed and the eaves approximately 95% complete. Another milestone is the temporary corridor from the Garden apartment building to the tower is gone, which means the permanent corridor in the lower level of the Vitality building is open so that residents and staff can get from the tower through to the Garden apartments. If you haven't walked through it yet, feel free to check it out. The sidewalks will begin to take shape in front of the Garden building in the coming weeks. This temporary chiller that you can see needs to stay in place until July, so the final landscaping won't really be installed until the fall. I'm standing in the tower lobby next to the tower reception desk, and I want to show you how this corridor is going to connect to the corridor all the way around to the Vital Living Center. So come with me. As you can see, the spaces are really coming together, and each of the resident amenity spaces are being drywalled. The exterior windows and moldings should be installed by the end of May, which will allow the teams to accelerate their work finishing out the area. We've now moved to the Vital Living Center lobby, and as you can see, this space is huge with very high ceilings and lots of natural light. At the far end, you can see the staircase down to the lower level, which will be the home to finance, accounting, and information technology along that lower level corridor near the Garden apartment. On this main level will be wellness. Over here is the exercise room that will house the strength equipment, treadmills, and other cardio equipment. Around the exterior of that space will be an interior walking track so that you can get all your steps even in the heat of the summer or the cold of the winter. Don't forget the two large group exercise spaces for classes and activities. This space will also have a pickleball court laid out in the floor, which will be a great addition to the already super rich activity program. Another exciting part of our wellness is the return of our pool. As you can see in the natatorium or pool building, we're awaiting the final concrete pour for the pool deck. The current schedule has this concrete pour slated to be completed around the middle of May. In the Vitality apartments, the construction teams are finishing all the rough-in and drywall throughout the building, and interior painting, casework, cabinetry, flooring is all begun in the lower apartment floors. Over here in the village area, buildings 3 and 4 are nearly complete and ready for new resident move-in starting in early June. And over at buildings 1 and 2, the roofs have been installed, exterior siding is installed, interior framing and MEP rough-in is well underway. Drywalls to begin in May, and then in June, casework and flooring will begin. We anticipate these buildings opening later in the summer. If you've driven around campus, you're very aware that the road from the construction entrance down to the pond is in rough shape, and temporary patches have not made the situation much better. I'm happy to share that as soon as the major equipment is removed from the project and a couple of roadways are put in next to the pond, this area will get resurfaced as soon as possible, probably the next 6 to 8 weeks. In the meantime, please drive slowly and carefully through this section. Lastly, very soon the fences around the village will be shifted back to allow resident move-ins into buildings 3 and 4. Now, even though the fences will be removed from around these two buildings, the buildings remain closed. We ask that everyone continue to stay out of the village area until the construction teams have completely pulled back from the area. For all other areas, we ask that you respect the construction zones and stay out of the fenced areas. This is for your safety as well as the safety of the construction team. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next month.